I want to talk to you just a little bit about what we call the growth matrix here at CorePath. The growth matrix is an intentional growth framework. It assumes that all growth occurs in one of three primary areas: personal growth, relational, and professional. Personal growth can be broken down into three areas of growth: intellectual, physical, and mental. A number of years ago, my wife and I started on a personal wellness journey. And for me, that meant I wanted to lose some weight. I wanted to get off of some prescription medications. I was taking a number of different medications. I had some serious blood pressure concerns, and there's some heart issues in my family. So I felt that this was the time. It actually should have happened long before now. And I wanted to make some changes. I'm very oppositional to the term dieting. I believe that good habits are a more sustainable pathway to results. So our journey began with just changing choices about how we ate every single day. And with those conscious choices came some weight loss. With the weight loss, the blood pressure started to decline. And I started to feel better. I started to feel more energized. And I said, there's got to be more that we can do. So I went back to another area of personal development. I started growing my knowledge of personal health and wellness. I started asking my doctor very intentional questions. I started talking to others that I had observed experience similar results that I was after, and asked them, how did you do it? What are you doing differently? And why are you doing it differently? I started learning and I started taking in information, and that allowed me to make even more decisions that were better for my health. And I lost more weight, and I continued this weight loss journey. And I started noticing I had all this energy. And so I was getting outside more. I was exercising more. I was being more active. And that improved my mental health. And so again, I said, okay, let's be even a little more intentional because my blood pressure is coming down. I'd like to get off of my blood pressure medications. And so I started aggressively working on the weight loss by simply making healthy choices to eat things that I knew could impact my blood pressure. And so I started eating more brightly colored vegetables, bright green leafy vegetables. And I started taking in new information, started monitoring my carotenoids and just doing things that would help improve my health. And I cut sugar almost completely out of my diet, rarely eat sugar. And suddenly my doctor's saying, I don't think you need this blood pressure medication. And I don't think you need this medication. And I was taking a half a dozen pills at one time. Now I was taking only one. And so now again, my mental health, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling great. And so I've got more time to spend with family because I feel better. I'm getting more done in every day because I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning again. And I had more time to focus on my faith community. And that impacted my mental health. And now I'm feeling even better because anytime you can improve your mental health, it affects your physical health. All of these areas of growth are interconnected. And so, as my wife and I started taking and making personal choices that were intentional, it improved our relationships. It improved the way we thought, our mindset, and our mental health. It affected our children. It affects our children around us. And then we were looking at professionally. Our business was doing great. We were thriving. The business is doing well. I was volunteering and coaching new business startups for an organization called SCORE. And my wife said, maybe we should be doing this more intentionally. And out of that, a side hustle was born. And we started coaching and mentoring. And all of this comes back around as we started doing this, as we started pouring into the lives of others. That made me feel better. I realized this was an opportunity to further impact the kingdom. And again, it just keeps affecting every other area of development and growth. So you cannot really grow in any one of these areas without it impacting another. And it is difficult to grow sustainably over time without intentionally visiting each of these for every decision to grow and asking yourself what impact will occur. How can I manage that impact intentionally? And how can I get the most mileage out of the changes that I'm making? Because ultimately, growth is change, but it is embracing change with intent and growing with purpose. So that is the growth matrix. The growth matrix is a visual perspective about how growth occurs in our lives.